Hello? Is it working? I have no idea. I have to fix this. Anyway, a few of you told me you would be here whether or not... Man, why isn't this... What the heck? Whether or not there were only 9 people here or 2, and I don't care. Oh, I guess I have to sit a little this. We have to see our friend. Anyway, if nobody shows up, I'll deal with this. I'll post it. I want to talk about women who we would not know if not for their husbands. Shannon Watts, obviously, because he murdered her. Jada Pinkett Smith, Prince Harry's wife, and I will say her name one time. I may mess up, but Meghan Markle. Oh, there's Kathy Chapman. Okay, so Kathy, I have to sign into chat. What the hell? Okay, I'll try this. I can't chat? I just have to read. So this is my very first time I've ever done this. The last time I've done 2 live streams prior. Thank you, Kathy, for being here. And the boy was here. We did it on my phone. We did it in the kitchen. And he handled all of these little things. Myra, love ya. Hi, woman. Thank you both for being here. My man's downstairs saying he's going to watch and mess with us. And I said, I'd rather you watch afterward. He said, well, I probably won't stay very long because I'm not interested. I get it. Anyway. Okay. Jada Pinkett Smith, who I really don't know who she is. I know she chooses to shave her head. She had a sponsorship with, what were they called? The company that makes the biggest alopecia medicine ever. Chef Salty Balls. Sometimes I also have salty balls. Anyway. Oh, Myra, you know what's funny? I don't like getting my nails done. Okay, so I can't figure this out. This is really messing me up a little bit. I don't like to get my nails done because I don't like to just sit there and do nothing. I don't like to get my hair done either. You guys know something? I had a hairdresser for 16 or 17 years, and she came to my house, and I almost paid her nothing. Hi, Stephanie. And then she dropped dead. I mean, literally dropped dead. Terrible story. On her kitchen floor, her husband came home from work and found her. Terrible, terrible story. And no, she was not vaccinated, so you can't use my always go-to. But, oh, Diana, nice to have you here. Wow, this is actually working. IKR, it is boring. Myra, I don't speak in acronyms. See, aren't I sideways? Aren't I? Maybe I need to go more here. Man, this is so much more difficult for old people. We got our girlfriend here. Oh, see, I have to put my thumb there. There she is. There. Hi, Stephanie. What was I even talking about? I don't remember. I was talking about women who we would not know. Well, I was talking about my hair. And my girlfriend, Barbara, who just literally dropped dead. Here's the worst part of this entire story. She was coming to do my hair on Tuesday. Monday, I sent her a text, and Barbara was always late. And if your appointment was at 11, you didn't expect her until 11:45. And I've sort of got used to it. It was either 16 or 18 years. We tried to figure it out. We couldn't really figure it out. Hi, Stephanie. I think I already said hi. But on Tuesday, she didn't show up at 11 o'clock. And I think at 12:30, I sent her a text. And I was like, hello. And then on Wednesday, I sent her a text. And I said, what are you, dead? I mean, it drops my heart even saying that. We had many mutual friends. And about a week later, I sent one of our mutual friends, Mandy. Hi, Mandy, because I will send you this video and make you watch it. And I said, Mandy, what the hell's up with Barbara? Is she dead? And Mandy wrote me back. She said, yes. And I was shocked you weren't at the funeral. Oh, my goodness. So I'm not really big on my text messages. Look, I don't know if this will show up, but let me tell you what. I have, see, I can't figure this out. It's all backwards. 49 text messages. I have 5 people that I always respond to. But I do text once a week. I do emails about once a month. But my friend Barbara dropped dead. And yes, she was not vaccinated. So, again, hey, Ginger, me too. I'm also quite lucky. Anyway, we wouldn't, if not for their husbands, you would not know who Ginger Pinkett Smith, Harry's wife, Shannon Watts, or even our favorite suitcase girl, Sarah Boone. So you guys know I love the body language guy. And Rook and Reese and Roses. Well, he does all these. Hello, Miss CD. He does all these, and he either reads them on his own, or he's got a producer in the back that tells him. You guys know I love, what's her name, Brittany from the Royal Network, but she does Saturday Morning Lives, and I don't really watch them because I don't like all the high stuff. But when you do it yourself, oh my goodness, it's a lot of fun. I may start watching Brittany's stuff. Someone just said something to me that made, Beth Ann wrote, damn, I got here. Beth Ann, damn, I got here. That's really more important. I had to call my daughter. You guys know about my daughter. And she had to help me get this all set up. We would not know who any of these women were if not for their husbands. Now, I will say something. I have some of the haters get into my channel and they talk about, oh, you don't have to worry about bills and you have a nice house and stuff. Okay, but when I started my channel, I did have to worry about bills. And I actually still had a nice house. I lived, some of you know this, I lived behind a garage. Hello, Country Sunshine. Hey, Country Sunshine, where do you live? Because I live in Fairfax County, Virginia. However, I'm still below the Mason-Dixon line, so I consider myself country. I started my channel before I met my man. I lived in a little tiny garage, but I call it a garage. If you watch Mike from that chapter, he's got that English accent. And Beth Ann just made a great point. Haters comment, we love it. You know why? Because sticks and stones won't break my bones. Only words will hurt me. Sticks and stones won't break my bones. Oh my goodness. Hey, Kathy Chapman. I was born in St. Louis, Missouri. Here's the story with that. My parents lived in Dallas, Texas. They were moving to Columbus, Ohio. My mother went into labor early and they pulled over on whatever highway that was in St. Louis. And they went to a hospital. My mother delivered me. And then my father and my brother stayed at a Ronald McDonald House for 5 days, free of charge. It was 1970, times were different. And they took very good care of them. I will say, I'm trying to look at this stuff. Excuse me a moment. Beth Ann and Country Girl. Beth Ann lives in New York. Country Girl lives in California. Oh my goodness, God bless you both. I don't really know how you do that. Miss C.D. Isaacs, you're in Kentucky. We used to drive down to Kentucky to buy beer because the drinking age was still only 18 and you could drink on Sundays. But they have blue laws. You can't drink on Sundays now. But there were certain rules that we would drive down. AJ's in Florida. I would love to be in Florida. I think Ron DeSantis is number two. See, I can't figure this out. Thank you, Cheryl. Cheryl Visconti has been watching me for a long time. I mean, maybe years. You guys know I love Donald Trump. I don't understand how anyone can hate him after what we've seen. We're on the precipice of World War III. Anyway, my whole point was I started my channel from my little garage. I had a room enough, big enough. At that point, I only had Piper and Rudy. Rudolph. He's my 20 AJ. Amen. DeSantis is awesome. And his wife is totally hot. And I love that. I got Rudy because my parents dropped dead. And all of a sudden I had this little dog to take care of. Miss C.D. Isaacs, amen. I almost would put a nasty word in the middle, but YouTube may take that off. Kathy, amen. It shocks me. So you guys, at some point I'll make a video of my car. I have almost every window of my car written in chalk. Okay, I'm getting too political. But I lived in the back of that garage. Rudy and Piper, my little feral cat, I found on the golf course. Hey, Stephanie, we still have the plaid couch, but however, we are having it reupholstered. Because I bought it as a single woman, and it doesn't really go well in a whole family house. My parents never thought that little dog would outlive them both. But we have him, and my goodness, he trucks on. Beth Ann, I've been to a few games. Oh, they're in Arlington. My bad. Because you guys know I am a Dallas fan. I was named after Don Meredith. My goodness, this is how the lives go so long. You just start talking. Thank you so much. I have 26 viewers. I didn't even know I had 26 subscribers. Thank you guys. Okay. So, I'm only drinking water now. You already knew me before my husband. Who was Shannon Watts? Well, that's kind of a bad example. We only know her because of what her husband did. Beth Ann, you lost me. TCU? Really? Come on, man. Goodness. Cheryl, God bless. How about them Cowboys? How about that last game against the Chargers? Look, I actually have I will not show you. Well, I may show you in a photo someday. I have what's called a tramp stamp. I got the Dallas Cowboy emblem put on my body my junior year in college. And then about 10 years later, Chef Salty Balls. Yes, I am thriving. My, at then, husband, we're watching television, and the guy talked about the tramp stamp. And I'm watching, I'm like, what? What did he say? And my husband, he said, you don't want to know. I made him back it up. The moment I heard that my awesome back tattoo was called a tramp stamp, I almost never showed it to anyone again. I did show it to Daryl Green. I still go to many football games. Hey, Miss CD, who's your football team if you hate the Cowboys? Come on, man. Corey Smith said he's in Dallas. Corey, I've been to many games down there. But I was one time in a taxi, and we drove through, what's it called? The area where Kennedy was murdered. And the first day I went, man, this is so familiar. Oh, the grassy knoll. And the second day, same thing. Man, how do I know this? And the third day, I was like, oh, grassy knoll, that's the grassy knoll. I appreciate that Dallas has at least left that area together. And it's still historical. Okay. I'll start with Harry's wife. Oh, my goodness. You know why she hasn't left him yet? Because she hasn't gotten a $60 million deal. And that is pretty much the bottom line. Okay, C.D. Isaacs. I've been to, what's your stadium called? Oh, my good. The Packers. Shoot. I've been there. Great place to watch a stadium. Or watch a stadium. It is a great place to watch a stadium. Great place to watch a game. I used to spend time up in Sturgeon Bay, Door County. Let me know if you've heard of Door County. But, hi, Sonny. You're not too late at all. And Sonny, I can't dance at all. When I was a child, my parents wouldn't allow me to attend dances. So I never really learned how to dance. I never got that groove. Did any of you guys are probably way too young. Great Steve Martin movie, The Jerk. And he's like, I was a young white boy with no rhythm. He was adopted by a black family. You guys are, anyway. Myra Clayton. Harry's wife absolutely was a yacht girl, and she was a yacht girl with Amber Heard. There are photos of them together. Did I start with Harry's wife? Okay, anyway. So when Harry's wife comes to our country, the United States government, they are not... Beth Ann, I was also born a poor black child. They were not... The government is not required to give them security. But what is the last thing the U.S. government wants? To have a prince executed. Anytime any of those people, those sort of people come into town, we have Secret Service there. Here's the difference. When Harry's wife goes out to an In-N-Out burger run and Backgrid is taking photos, there's no Secret Service there. And look, somebody just said it, and Myra, I personally have never pooped on a bed. Myra, if you've pooped on a bed and you're trying to, let us know, it's okay. Get it out. We can get you through it. But that's the problem with Harry's wife. She still thinks she is why anyone is there. 3-4 years ago in Australia, I could have married Harry's wife, and they would have come out and thrown flowers at me and said, "God bless you, Duchess of Sussex." They didn't care about her. They cared that Harry finally got... Hey, Beth Ann, hold on about the Amber stuff. I'll talk about her pooping in the bed in a minute. You're distracting me. They didn't care. They were just happy Harry got married. I mean, this poor dude had been with 3 women, average of 3-year relationships. They didn't want that drama. The only reason Harry's wife, or this one's wife, married him was because she was a C-D-list actress who was being written off her show. She was 36 years old. She can no longer be cast as girl who gives blowjob in car. And she did it, an episode of Beverly Hills 90210 Rebut, or whatever. They did and that was literally on the scroll sheet. Girl who gives blowjob in car. She had nothing. She was a stupid suitcase girl. Had I tried, I would have been a suitcase girl. Okay, so that's my first one. And Cheryl, do you not wonder if she is not working out an assassination plan for William, Kate, and or Catherine and the 3 children? I mean, seriously. No, I agree. She was apparently so offended that she was not treated equally. She was rude to staff. I'm not rude to anyone. I only have about 2 people on my mail route who are rude to me because I'm just the mailman. Everyone else treats me exactly as I'm their... Well, I am their peers. Just because I deliver their mail doesn't mean they're any better than I am. My goodness. Okay. Jada Pinkett Smith. Oh, my goodness. Never heard of her. Really never heard of her. Here's something I just learned. When she and Will Smith first started getting together, Jada dated Tupac. When he was murdered, they were boyfriend and girlfriend, and now she's coming out saying she was in the car in Vegas. Yet for 25 years, we've never heard of that, so that's garbage. That's so she can sell her book, Worthy. Ready? Here's the cover. She's got her chin out. It's almost very, very creepy. This chick is doing nothing but disrespecting her husband. I mean, I'm completely speechless. I wouldn't even do that to either of my ex-husbands. How tacky are you? And I just did a video about this. You had an entanglement? No. You sexually assaulted a child. He was your son's best friend. You are a creep. Okay. Now to the one I really want to talk to. Oh, Amber Turd. She literally pooped on her husband's bed. There's no doubt. What's funny is she did. Hey, Myra, I want you to answer me. I'm trying to pay attention. Did Tupac dump her before he was murdered? Because she, in her book, she is claiming she was in the car. Well, if he dumped her, she was not in the car. And for whatever reason, I know about Tupac's murder. And I've never, ever once, until 12, 13 days ago, heard that she was in the car. Okay, did I already say that? Before she would allow Will Smith to make love to her, she would put on one of Tupac's songs. I mean, sicko. She also, I backtrack. I'll go back to Amber Turd in a minute. She claims that she was in shock at the Oscars thing. Okay, you guys know I have never, ever once. Okay, Cheryl says they were broken up. I have never watched an award ceremony. I could give two flips about Hollywood. That ceremony, she claimed she was horrified that Will did that. Well, if you go back and watch the tape, she gave him this nasty look. Why? I learned this from my kid, a simp. I never heard of the word simp. He's a simp, but he's an embarrassing simp. I mean, it's bad. This woman has done nothing but disrespect you. Hello, Sonny. Thank you. I missed you as well. You know, I get inconsistent. Okay. Somebody, hold on. Somebody just said that Tupac dated Madonna, and I believe that I remember that. How about Madonna? I mean, this is what Madonna looks like now. Oh, Madonna. Oh, except I have my boobs out. And my private's out. Because I'm 65 years old, and that's what makes me cool. Oh, my goodness. Hey, my girl Waffles, thank you. I've seen you in the comments before. Nice to have you see us. Okay, we're done with that. The alopecia girl. She allowed him to do that. She said nothing. And now she's come out and said, I was shocked. I couldn't believe he did that. You lying CU in Toledo. Oh my goodness. Okay, now the best. Amber Turd. Okay, so side note, I worked on the Madonna. Okay, so Bethan said she worked with Madonna and she was mean. I'm not surprised. She sort of seems mean to me as well. But here, let's show you one more time what she looks like nowadays. Oh, except she doesn't have that much hair. Ready? Okay, Amber Turd. You guys know I'm not a Hollywood person. I only see People magazine when it arrives in my mail route on Fridays. And yes, I won't lie, I flip through it, but I really don't care. However, my father was obsessed. I mean, we got People magazine. We got all those. People, Us Weekly, and way back then there was one more, but they were always in the bathroom. My father liked to sit in the bathroom and read magazines. Amber Turd. I'd never, ever, ever heard of this girl. I heard of her quickly during the UK trial because I like Dan Wooten, who I think is getting a total raw deal right now because he and Russell Brand are reporting the truth. But oh my goodness, can't talk politics. Hello, Daniela. But so I've watched snippets of her. She's a bad actress. I think I'm probably a better actress. Okay, you ready? Oh, it hurts. See, that was much better. This girl used this man. She's a lesbian, which I could care less. Great. But she wasn't interested in men. She needed a man to improve her career. What did she do once Johnny left her? And Johnny left her. She did not leave Johnny. She hooked up with Elon Musk. She had him give $500,000 to the ACLU, and the LA Children's Hospital, LCCH. But she was also affiliated with another group, and I don't remember what they were, ACT or something. However, her sister was best friends with the woman who ran that group. And suddenly, there was an anonymous $250,000 donation given to this group in honor of Amber Heard. And it happened about 1 week after Whitney, the pretty sister, well, I think she only had one sister. They're both good-looking women. But after Whitney, I guess, got drunk one night and sent this woman an email saying, just tell the truth, please, just tell the truth. And Whitney was frustrated. Apparently, Johnny testified that Whitney was a punching bag to Amber. You know, Amber grew up in an odd world. Apparently, both of her parents used drugs, used meth. I can't even imagine. Neither one of my parents even drank alcohol. At my first wedding at the rehearsal dinner, my mother got a little loud, and I went to someone and I said, well, what's up with Mom? And my future father-in-law said, whoops, I accidentally bought half non-alcoholic champagne. And my mother and my auntie were both loud, and I knew right away they were drunk. But what? So this woman, Amber, was not raised in the same environment I was raised in, my partner was raised in, probably most of you were raised in, and we don't give her enough credit. Cheryl, yes, there is many points in depositions. Yes, depositions. Her father was using meth. Her mother died of cancer, some sort of cancer, about 6 years ago. But her mother also was a meth user. It's sad. But remember, Amber dropped out of high school at age 16. How many of you dropped out of high school at age 16? Hey, if you're watching right now, did you drop out of high school ever? Some of you may not have finished college. Who cares? Did you drop out of high school? And DC, you're exactly right. Gold digger. You know, DC is about 6 miles that way. See, I can't figure out my screen. 6 miles that way. And you can smell the corruption. Okay, so I think I've talked about all of the women who you wouldn't know without their men. Let's chat for another minute. Beth Ann, I wasn't saying you didn't graduate. I was being a dick. Neither you, Daniela. I also graduated. 1992. Go Buckeyes. But it doesn't matter. You don't have to go to college or even graduate high school. You just have to be an honorable human being. Okay, so hang on a second. Stephanie Marks wrote me a pretty long comment. I'll bring it up. Stephanie thinks that our girl Shannon was making some money from the, what was his name, Dirty South guy. I have to agree. She's making $500,000 a year. So says her brother, the crack addict. Well, is that how you do crack? Or I don't really know how you do crack. That confused me a lot. She purchased a $380,000 house. And I'm also, that does not make sense to me. You have to, excuse me a moment, maybe doing something else to make that sort of money. Okay. Come on, chit chat. I'm going to shut this down. What are we? Oh my goodness, we're at almost 30 minutes. And I have 32 of you. Thank you. God bless. Man, I can't believe I have 4,000 subscribers. If I put real effort into this, I could probably get more. If you enjoy the royal family, please, please check out the Royal News Network. Brittany, I love her. I have zero style. Obviously, I'm wearing a t-shirt. If you like style stuff, look at Biebs Kelly. Sonny started watching me when I wear my alumni shirt and sat on my little ugly pink couch. It wasn't ugly when you're a single woman, but it's ugly when you have a whole family and you don't want to decorate your whole living room in pink. It was perfect for a single. Hey, isn't that Taylor Swift? Oh, the single ladies. Oh, no, that's Beyonce. But isn't it funny that Beyonce sings songs about single ladies and if you like me, then you want to put a ring on it. Yeah, Beyonce lives off of a man. And Taylor Swift is now in her mid-30s and realizing maybe all those songs about how men suck weren't so good because I'm kind of lonely. You guys, stop believing the stinking media. And Sunny Sandy, you're exactly right. We all know how Shannon got her house. And the funny thing is, she got her second house the same way. Chris was not a good-looking, attractive man when he was 100 pounds overweight. And I'm not trying to be an asswipe, but he wasn't. He was goofy. He wore I wear hats. You know, I wear golf hats because I play a lot of golf. I play a lot of golf. I'm very, very lucky. And I'm also quite good. If your man ever wants to play with me and play for money, I'll split it with you on the side because he'll never know. Man, I can drive the ball 175 yards straight, but man, my short game is good. Okay. Miss CD just made a comment. I am trying to shut this down. I think Chris Watts was a freaking stud at the end. Honestly. He looked good. You know, it was very clear. I have a little of the... See? It's different when you're live streaming. I have a little of that early balding. I think he looked really good. And I do, and I think he knew he looked good. But I understand what you're saying. He got scary looking. Myra's telling me my profile picture is hot. Thank you. I assume my profile picture is me on the golf course. I love the golf course. I'm very fortunate to live a nice life and not have issues. No, I have an entire closet of golf clothes. I love golf clothes. I have way too many golf shoes because you have to wear certain golf shoes with certain golf skirts. And that's just how it works. And that is the only style I have. Okay. Miss CD's being tall isn't all it's about with a man. My man is just a little taller than I am, and he's the best man I've ever had in my life. So, okay, I'm going to shut this down, you kids. If I know how. Oh, I finally found the button that said end stream. End stream. Thank you so much for being here. If you're still here, well, I'm shocked. I'm humbled. Thank you. And maybe in the next month, I'll get more serious. And let's make my channel really rocket. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, boys.